What's going on, guys? Kivox and Meekachii here. We're going to be doing our wrap-up. Is that what we're doing? I wasn't sure because we talked about possibly doing the TBR first and then the wrap-up. So we're doing a wrap-up.
Yeah.
That means we're going to...
April and May.
Yeah.
Because we suck.
We're going to be going over the books that we read.
We need to do like a life update video.
We do.
Because there has been so much going on in the last 2 months. It's been insane. We won't go into that here, though. April and May, because we suck. We need to really start...
Don't speak for me. I don't suck.
We need to start getting better at this.
Maybe you suck. I don't suck. But I did read a bunch of books.
You did.
Pretty good.
I'm proud of you.
Pretty good.
First book. You want to go 1-1?
Sure.
First book I DNF'd. Foundry Side. Ow, kitty.
Oh, I actually DNF'd one too.
You did?
We didn't print it.
Oh, man.
We suck. I mean, you suck. We didn't print it, but I could talk about it.
We'll print it. Foundry Side. This was a wrapped book. I tried reading this a couple of times. I don't care. I did not care about the character. I found it very boring, very unmemorable. Just, I didn't care the least at all. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I don't feel like it was really well written. I don't think the characters were fleshed out. It felt very YA. And it was just very unmemorable, like I said.
Was it a dead DNF?
Maybe.
Oh, wow.
I just
didn't like it, right?
care.
Yeah. So
You
I have
want
one.
me to do a dead DNF?
I don't care. Do whatever you want. I have a dead DNF.
All right,
as
let's
well.
do this. Which one's mine?
The one that says Meekachii on it. So DNF, it goes all the way up to 5s.
Nah, if that's not a dead DNF, it's probably not a dead DNF.
Why is it half not stuck on?
Because I didn't know if you wanted to fix it.
No, I don't want to fix it. It's
All
your
right.
freaking thing.
What
Did you want me to fix it? Because now I feel bad that I didn't fix it.
No, it's fine.
All right.
What are you DNFing?
Mine was called Dreadnought.
Oh, you were talking about that book.
It sucks. It's terrible. Hold on. Dreadnought by
April Daniels?
Daniels. It wasn't for me. It wasn't written badly. It's just like the whole topic was weird and a little forced. I felt like it was a little
That's
forced.
what I mean, like forced.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just not my cup of tea.
Because if the whole book is about that and it doesn't follow the plot more so than it does that, just like I feel like some books are just written for the purpose to be
it's difficult.
diverse.
It's difficult. Again, I didn't get too far into it. I got a couple hours in and I just like the whole time I'm just like I was like face palming the whole time. I'm just like, oh. And I was just like, maybe if I keep going, it could be interesting, you know, but it just wasn't for me. But maybe if you're more into that type of thing, read the synopsis.
If you're looking for like a super diverse book.
Yeah, read the synopsis and see if it's for you. But for me, my type of thing, it just wasn't for me.
Got it.
Hate me if you want to. I don't care. Did you finish this one?
I did finish this one, The Book of Speculation. Didn't love it. It was okay. It basically focused a lot on things that I personally don't believe in, like tarot cards and that type of magical type deal. And I just personally don't really believe in that stuff. And I just, it was like it was trying to put it forward as it being true. And this is really what could happen. And to me, it's just not realistic. So I had a hard time grasping onto that. The story was written okay, and like the story was just mediocre. There was really nothing about it that I thought was great. It's basically about this man trying to figure out the history of his family, and I guess like there were like mermaids involved, and it was just like a little
I remember you telling me about
mystical. And like I said, they tried to make it kind of, I think, like magical realism, and they tried to make it seem like this stuff could really happen. And I know some people believe that tarot is a real thing, and that's great if you do, but I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, you could be wrong. That's
so
fine.
I just, I could be wrong.
No, they could be wrong.
Oh.
You can believe in it and be wrong. That's cool.
But I don't really believe in that. So for them to like, it's hard to say though, because I read fantasy and I know it's not real, but it's like, I still accept it. I feel like because they were trying to make this so hardcore real that I just didn't accept it. And it was just annoying most of the time.
So what did you give it? Where is it? Where's your book?
Right here.
Oh, it's all the way over here.
Oh, that book.
Yeah.
On here, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. I feel like that's about right.
That's generous.
Well, because the writing wasn't terrible, and I probably liked it better than a lot of these.
Don't mess it up,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Ugh, you just unpeeled it.
There we go.
Good job.
I should just give these to you to stick on there.
Sure, I can do that. You want me to go next?
Yeah, you
Pick
go.
one of mine.
This one.
Oh, so we're going to do the whole series then.
Oh, no. Okay, then do this one.
Okay. So the next one was Champion is Playing. I forgot what the just book one, but it's from a series. It's
it was called like True Hero.
Yeah, something like that. And it's by.
Does it say it on there?
Ooh, it's so hard to read. It's tiny on
What
there.
are you, old?
No, it's just pixelated.
Emiliano?
Oh, see? Oh, what are you, old? What
Book
are you,
one, Champion
old?
is Playing. It doesn't say like.
No, it doesn't.
True
we got to
Hero
go to
or
the.
something.
We got to go to the thing. Yeah, see, because it says it on here.
Yeah, True Hero.
Oh no, is it gonna play?
Emelianov, Anton Emelianov, and Sergei Savinov.
Oh, they're definitely Russian.
Maybe.
Sounds very Russian. Okay.
The cover looks kind of cool.
Yeah, he's riding a pig.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? So it's different. It's definitely a lit RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just different. It's hard to describe. It's a video game world type thing, and there's very video gamey rules, stats, and all that stuff. Read the synopsis, see what you think of it.
What is it about?
It's about a person that
Goes on quests.
well, yeah, but they're like kind of like playing a video game
Oh,
type thing.
VR.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like a full dive VR thing. And the main character is like kind of super lucky.
Okay.
Like he does stuff and it's just kind of like happens to be the right decision, and it's kind of like fun in that way. It's not bad at all. I'm going to probably give it like a 4.
That's good. I figured like a 3 the way you were talking about it.
No, like it's fun. I don't know if I'm going to continue it. I think I have other books that I'd rather read right now. But I definitely think it was fun. Let's see, what else did I give it for? Yeah, I would say it's on par with those other ones. 4, baby.
Show them your board.
There's my board. It's a beautiful board. Very colorful board. Okay, so I guess you're next. Do you have an order that you're going in?
Yeah.
You do, right?
I'm going the order I read them.
Oh, that's not fun.
Then I read The Grace Year. I can't remember if this was a
The Grace
Year.
I thought you said The Gray Seer.
Oh. I think this was a TBR jar book. It was okay. Like, I feel like this book gets so much hype, or it did when it first came out, and the concept is just very, like, stereotypical. Like, persons getting chosen, or multiple people are getting chosen, then they kind of have to battle it out, or sort of, and survive in this group, even though they don't fit in the group, and it was okay. Like, it was nothing, like, over the top, great and fantastic. It was a little different than stuff that I've read similar to this before. Just go into it, like he said before, like, if you read the synopsis and you think it sounds good, go into it knowing it's definitely a YA book, and it's kind of follows the same, like, tropes and things that books like this usually do. But it wasn't terrible. I'll probably donate it, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to donate all the ones I have so far.
You're going to give it a 2.
I gave it a 3 on Goodreads.
But now that you heard your own description of it.
Let me look. No, I think it's about a 3.
All right, go for it.
Here.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right, pick my next book. All right. So you got a 3. You got a lot of 3s.
I don't know what one to choose for you.
Well, hurry up. I gave you like 30 seconds to decide.
This one.
Overlord?
Yeah.
All right, so...
Wait, we have the book for that.
We do.
It's a very pretty book.
So I read book 1 and 2, and I'll show you guys the naked It's this is actually a light novel. It's basically it's pretty simple. It's just black on the front. It's all black, and it has like black on black writing.
Huh.
Wait, where is it?
Tilt it up.
There it is.
There you go.
So this is book 1. We only have the physical one, book 1.
These are expensive.
They are. They're like 20.
Even like the audiobooks are expensive.
Yeah, these are like $20 a piece.
Yeah.
And I really like light novels. It's a recent thing
This is
that
your
I just.
first one,
This is
right?
my first light novel, and like it cuts out all the fluff. You know how books have so much fluff.
Yeah, but
And
sometimes I like that.
give me an example of when you like that.
Brandon Sanderson.
It's not fluff. It's necessary in Brandon Sanderson. Okay, what I'm saying is that, like, granted, this is a light novel, so it's basically kind of like
Anime in
it's
book
kind of
form.
like an anime in book form, but this came first before the anime.
Yeah, you learned that like a lot of manga and anime do this.
And anime are based off of light novels,
I
which
didn't
is
know that.
freaking awesome, and it totally makes sense. And now when I watch anime, I'm like, man, the light novel's probably better, because like legit, this has more information than the anime that I've watched, and I've already watched all the anime that's available. And when I read this, I was just like, oh, I remember when that happened, and this is giving me more information
Apparently,
about
I'm
it.
not allowed to read it.
You are
yet.
not allowed to read this yet, or the next one. And I think there's only like 4 that have been translated anyway, so we can't even read or at least no. There's more physical books, but the audiobook has only had like 4. But I really liked it, and I
What
really
is the
like.
anime even about? Or
I
the book?
can't tell you that.
All right, so
but
look
it's
it up.
But it's a lit RPG.
All right.
Is the best way to put it. It is a lit RPG. It's a lit RPG that kind of follows like a villain.
Okay.
So it's really interesting. It's
All
really
right.
cool. That's why it's
Okay,
called
Meek.
Overlord.
Meek, okay.
You know. So I read book 1 and 2. Like I said, I only have the physical one. Can you put that somewhere? Thank you. But
Kugane Maruyama.
I think it's the artist, right? Is it the artist or the
Oh yeah. Who's the author? I don't know.
Can you peel both of that one for me, please?
Which one is this?
I don't know. That may be the first one.
Overlord. Here you go.
They both just say Overlord.
Oh, I think that's book 2. That's book 1.
This is book 2. Yeah. So I'm gonna give these guys
A 5. Or stars. Stars. What? And I'm not allowed to read it? This is sucky.
Stars, baby. Now you have something to look forward to next year.
Next year.
Maybe the following year. It all depends on how.
Oh my God.
It all depends on how fast our D&D games
He
go.
stole some ideas for D&D, so he won't let me
Yeah. So
read it.
anyone that is a part of our campaign, please don't read Overlord
Oh,
or
yeah.
watch the anime.
Please.
Please.
If I can't, you can't.
Yeah. It'll be so much more enjoyable when you like eventually read it and you're like, oh, I can't believe it. Those are stars for me, baby.
Dude.
Like, here's the thing, right? They're not like amazing writing,
Yeah.
but the story's so much fun. The story is like what I want from a story. You know what I mean? Like they're good. They're just good.
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 I read this
Ugh.
massive book.
That was my fault, maybe, because I picked it out of the TBR
Look
jar.
at this book. I finished it.
Was that the TBR
By
jar?
the way,
Was that the
yeah.
TBR jar?
Massive. Okay? This is one of the most pointless books I've ever read in my life. I should have DNF'd it, but I kept thinking...
What is the common thing about it? Like,
I don't know why people love it so
people like
much.
it. That's what
I
I'm saying.
don't
Is the
know.
common thing that people like
Yeah.
actually like it? Okay.
It's written kind of old school. It's very descriptive. I feel like so much of it that is descriptive isn't there for a reason. I feel like if you're going to be descriptive about something and there needs to be a point.
So it's the opposite of my book.
Yes, literally.
Oh, man.
The characters like aren't that great. You don't even see Mr. Strange or whatever, Jonathan Strange, for like several hundred pages. It's just Mr. Norrell, and he's kind of an annoying dude. I don't really like any of the characters. Literally, all right, so the thing that really made me think about this, because this book is about the size of a Brandon Sanderson book, right? And Brandon Sanderson books, literally it would take me like 6 pages to even try to give a summary of what happened in a Sanderson book, maybe even more.
I have a question, Mom. It's a TV show now
Yeah.
on the BBC. Are these the actors?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I were to sum up like a Brandon Sanderson book of this size, it would take me like several pages, right? I found a summary of this book, and it was a legit decent summary that was about a page long.
Wow.
So you have a 1,000-page book that you can sum up in 1 page.
Hey, it's 1,000 plus.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, there was not enough plot-wise that went on. Nothing really over the top and crazy. I cannot imagine watching like 3 seasons of a show based on this book. It must be, I would be bored to tears. So boring. I don't understand the hype with this book. Please, if you love this book, I would love to know why.
Also, the framing for this cover is terrible. Like, they're way too different in height. Can't do that.
One's sitting down.
That's the problem. Maybe they could have just had him stand.
Oh. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Weird. It was not that good.
Weird.
I think, what did I give it on Goodreads?
1.
I think I was going to give it a 1. I gave it a 2.5. Hell no.
Damn, dude. Why are you so generous?
I wrote the overall story was a good one. I think I just personally don't like the writing style. This book could have been 350 pages and got the same story and message across. It's entirely way too long. Plus, again, it's kind of bland. I'm giving it a 1.5, maybe.
Peel that. 1.5.
Yeah.
First 1.5 of the year, dude. Good job.
Baby.
Baby. You got a lot of lower.
Dude,
It's kind of like
it's been a bad year.
It's a triangle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm just jaded this year.
Mine is like this.
Yeah.
Mine is like backwards.
So we both read this book we could talk
We
about.
did?
This was a book club
God.
pick.
Oh, freak. Can't believe you made me read that. It was terrible.
I don't understand the hype. This
don't
book
either.
has a lot of hype. But the more I hear about this book, more people, it's very divided now. Like when it first, was getting published by Tor, I think it's Tor, yeah. And like when it went from being self-published to published, I feel like so many people were like excited about it, and they were like, oh my God, it's so good. And I was like, okay, well, it must be good, right? Stupid me. And it's just not good. I feel like the beginning and the end were good, right? Like they could have been like a decent story, but the middle was all
Fluff.
just
Stupid.
characters that I don't care about, people I don't care
Angst.
about, sex, useless nonsense,
Yeah.
and just like literally it had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah. It was no bueno.
Like you could have cut out 300
It could have just been a
pages of the
short
book.
story.
Yeah, and it would have been
Because
decent.
It was like character development, but
Yeah, I
they
know.
didn't change at all.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, they just stayed the same people.
And I didn't care about any of the characters at all.
I'm not sure I understand.
Me
Oh,
neither.
Wow, that's a lot.
It was listening to us.
Yeah.
Oops. So what do you think? Just that, basically?
Yeah, it wasn't for me, man. It was advertised to me as a
Magic
school.
It was supposed to be that.
It was
They
not
had
a
one
magic
action
school.
scene in this school, and it was very early into the book, and then it was just kind of like, oh, this is so dangerous. But we're never going to see action again. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but it sucked. I did not like this book.
I don't like it
I gave it
either.
a 2 on here. I think I'm probably going to give it like a 1.5.
I think here, you do your own this time. Don't make
What'd
me.
you do to my book?
That's been like that. I ruined it.
me.
Where is it? Atlas 6.
Oops, I stabbed you.
Atlas 6 by
Olivia Blake.
Olivia Blake. Olivia.
What are you giving it?
I'm giving it 1/2 less than you. What are you giving it?
1.5.
I'll give it a 1. No, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I don't think it's that bad.
Dude, it's pretty bad. The more I think on it, even the parts that I thought were good, which was the beginning and the end, I don't really remember that much about. So it's not memorable, and it's just not well done.
Agreed.
Sorry, but
Agreed.
it's not.
I mean, I couldn't write anything better, but I could definitely read something better. So that's
True.
how I judge it.
I have, how many books do you have now?
Well, I have these that are a series, so I have 3 more instances. Let's just do the next book club book. Just get that out of the way. Because I don't have much to say about this either.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. We are legends.
I read this whole thing, by the way.
Oh, does that count as multiple books then?
No.
Oh.
This is one book. I read the whole thing.
You're reading that whole thing and me just reading the one I Am Legend story counts as the same amount?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Because the rest of it was garbage.
All right.
It was useless,
Would
pointless.
it have been cool if it took place in the same world? Like if it was the same, that would have been cool,
The other
right?
short stories,
yeah.
None of them were set in the same world. They had like no point. I have a hard time with short stories sometimes, like having no point. But these
Can you just tell me
really
what you're
had
gonna
no
give it
point.
so I could like stick it on here while you do that?
One point. Okay. No, wait. No, because I didn't hate I Am Legend, to be honest. Like, it wasn't that bad.
Well,
so I'm gonna
we
give
only have I Am Legend here.
2.5.
So 2.5, okay.
It was okay. I feel like there was way too much weird, like, sexual stuff that he talked about in I Am Legend.
That was weird.
You know, the overall story was decent. I would say I'm rating this as a whole. Keep that in mind, because I probably would give I Am Legend like a 3. But this whole thing, it knocks it down a notch, at least half a point to a 2.5, because it was awful despite I Am Legend.
I feel like if I only read books that I wanted to read, I'd be like in the top half. But since I have to read books that you make me read, like this one.
Hey, I didn't make you read that 3-star.
Hey, no, I know, but that's the top half.
Oh, okay.
It's 5. It's 1 out of 5, or it's 1 through 5. 3 is the middle, so that's the top half.
I see.
So, all I'm saying. Anyway, I will give this one a 1.
So,
I gave I Am Legend a 1. I
wanna
really didn't like it.
quickly talk about our next book club pick, which I'm hoping we'll like, because I know someone that read it that comes to a lot of our book clubs, and she seemed to like it.
Okay.
Which is Battle Royale.
Oh, Battle Royale. I watched the movie.
Yeah, me too. A long time ago, though. This is like, everyone should know by now, this is like the original, like, Hunger Games, Alice in Borderlands, like,
nobody knows
Squid
what Alice in
Games type
Borderlands
thing.
is, but by the way, if you
should
don't,
watch it.
check it out. It's on Netflix. It's pretty cool.
This is like the original. Like, bunch of middle school kids get put on an island, set to kill each other. One person has to live.
It's why they call, I think, like all those Battle Royale games, like
Battle Royales.
Battle Royales. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what's it called?
Fight to the death.
What's
with
the
one?
one? What's the one that everybody plays?
What?
Fortnite.
Oh.
That's why they call them Battle Royales, because of
Maybe.
this. No,
or they called this book because of that.
No. Fortnite came out like a few years ago.
No, I'm just saying this. I think this term like predates all that. Anyway,
I agree. I think that the book is the original.
this is. I mean, it's been out for a while. Oops, I can't remember when this book was written. It's got some cool mappy
1995.
stuff. 1999.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 95. I was so excited.
But this is June 26th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join, anyone can join. I hope you do. You go or me go. I got 4 more.
Dude, I only have 2.
Oh, I have 5 more. Shoot.
Yeah, you like stole my thunder, dude. You like made me.
Dracula.
That's a Dracula.
I've been
in
trying
French.
to read this book for like a million years. This book is unique because the person that wrote it or co-wrote it is a descendant of Bram Stoker,
aka
who wrote Dracula. But this book is about Bram, the author, when he was younger, and how he had interactions with vampires.
Can I state something right now?
What?
Your right hand is doing a lot of movement.
Yeah. And making noise.
Making noise, but also nobody can even see it.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's doing 2 things that are wrong, because it's taken away from what you're emoting, and it's making noise.
Yeah.
So either
Sorry.
you got to emote on camera or stop emoting.
Anyway, it was interesting. It was an interesting take. I really liked the writing style. I just enjoyed my time reading this. I put it down a couple years ago and I never picked it back up. And I reread it from the beginning this time and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you would love it.
I don't want to read it.
But it was interesting.
I don't want to read it. It looks old.
It's not, though. It's not written like
When
that.
was it written?
Like a couple years ago. 3
Too
years
old.
ago.
Too old. I
Get
can't read. I can't
out.
read a 3-year-old
Get
book.
out.
It's 2022,
Here.
baby. What'd you give it?
A 4.
Dang, you really loved it.
I liked it a lot.
You must have.
I feel like it was well done. Like
You must have
if
wanted.
that
You must want to
concept
marry it.
sounds cool to you, and it talks about there's this kind of phenomenon, I guess, with Bram Stoker.
4, you said?
Yeah. So in his real life, he was like a really sickly kid. And he ended up kind of battling that and somehow like fights it. And when he's an adult, he's no longer like sickly. And this kind of like explains how that happens, even though, it's fiction, but it's actually really neat. I enjoyed it a lot.
All right, what'd you read next?
I DNF'd this book.
Oh.
I think this was...
The Maze of Power. Mazes of Power.
I think this was a TBR jar book again. I literally don't think I can explain anything about this book to you.
Is this the one that you were super confused about? No, that's the one you're reading now. The one you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I literally read
the synopsis.
Maybe 50 pages of this book, and I just it was so political.
That's what it says?
No.
Oh, this is the political one.
It's very political and family driven, but I don't know. It just very stereotypical. Again, 17-year-old, needs to represent their family, blah, blah, blah. I was bored. DNF. Dead DNF.
Oh, me.
You do one.
No. All right, I'll do this one. I read this one last month.
So April?
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the one that we forgot.
We forgot to put this one on the thing. I don't remember what I rated it. I don't know if I did rate it last time.
I don't think so. Maybe you did.
Well,
now this is your real
This is the
rating.
real rating because it's official. It's getting stuck on the board. So the board tells the truth every time.
Does it?
Only the board.
I rethink my board decisions all the time.
The board is the last thing that tells the truth. What was it called?
Level Up
Underworld,
or Die?
Level Up or Die. It's another lit RPG. It was free on Audible. By the way, if you guys want to use our Audible link, it's down below. We use it all the time. We greatly recommend it. But I thought it was pretty good. I would say it's a 4. It's on par with some of these other ones, at least from what I remember now. Maybe I gave it less last time, but it was very short. It was very short. It didn't feel like enough of a book, and it didn't feel very grand. It felt like it was trying to set up a lot of stuff. It's like, this kid, probably like a 17-year-old or so. He didn't seem like an adult. He gets basically like a little imp shows up and is basically like, hey, you're coming with me. Your soul is mine. And then he brings him back to his little underworld area. And he sees other humans there, and they're all given powers, and they have to fight in this dungeon and try to make it through this dungeon and get stronger, because as they get stronger, basically kind of like the overlord of that area gets stronger too. So the more that basically she creates enemies for them to fight, and they level up or they die. And
I feel like it sounds pretty interesting.
It's interesting. I gave it a 4.
Yeah,
it's interesting, but I don't want to spend the money to get the second book. So, because it was just so short. It was 8 hours or something like that, if I remember. It was just short.
For an audiobook that we usually listen to at higher than 1 time speed, that's short.
Yeah, and especially when you got to pay $15, $20 for the book. Yeah. So, I don't want to use my credit on that.
Unless it goes on sale. You got to put it in the wish list so it tells you if it's on sale.
Yeah. What you doing next?
I read a wrapped book.
Oh, this is a pretty good book. I read it before.
Such a bad reading month.
And then who came to save the day?
Kivox saved the day.
This guy.
He opened up all my wrapped books to find
all
this
of them.
book. And I'm grateful because it was really good. Andrew Rowe just has a unique writing style, but he does it, these characters at least, really well.
I think the characters are the biggest thing. I think the characters make the story more fun. And, I think sometimes the combat falls a little short. But combat is hard, especially when you're trying to do the combat that he's trying to do. Sometimes it's wow. But sometimes I'm just I don't need to know this because this is a prequel, so I know who. That's the downside of prequels, right? Is that you know who lives. And I've already read this. That's why I'm talking about it. But it's good.
I enjoyed it a lot. I feel like you did get more character development. I just like the characters in this series. It's probably my favorite series from Andrew Rowe right now. I did plan on reading the third one, and then, life, I didn't have time, or, I have other stuff to read.
the third one in that, because
Yeah,
that's the second
this
one.
is the second one.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend, like, if you like lit RPGs, try these books out. Andrew Rowe. You should probably start with Look,
you can start with the Mirror series, but my favorite is the Arcane Ascension.
Yeah, you should try
Arcane
that
Ascension
series.
is the second series, but you could technically like read one of.
Or look up,
there's
like-
an order.
Yeah,
there's an
look
order.
up an order on how to read his books. I gave it a 4.5. The only reason I think I knocked it down half a point is because there were a couple of times where I felt like it kind of dragged, or
What was it called?
was kind of-
What's the name of this book?
diamantine.
Did we say that?
I don't know.
I don't think we said it.
It kind of dragged, or there was just like sections where I felt like it was unnecessary or just kind of there for no reason. So because of that, like I knocked it down a little, but it was still really enjoyable. And I like these books. They're probably my favorite. Yeah, pretty sure. All right, I got 2 left. What you got?
You do one.
Oh my God. Okay. I read a buddy read with T. Oh,
I'm gonna guess it's a 2.5.
In Deeper Waters. No, I'd say it's about a 3.
That's pretty close. For
I mean,
just,
it was cute. I knew going into this book what it was probably going to be like.
it looks gay.
It is a YA romancy type book, but the romance is a little on the lighter side.
Is
It's
it
more-
gay?
Yes, he is gay.
Yes. You can tell by the cover. It's two
Well,
dudes.
yeah, it's romancy.
It's 2 dudes, and it has the word deep.
No. There's no sex in it.
There's no sex?
no.
Okay, maybe I'd like it then. Would I like it?
I feel like Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue is better.
Okay. Is it written by the same person?
No.
Okay.
This feels very reminiscent of that, though. Like, I like Gentleman's Guide a lot, and I don't feel like it gets a lot of hype.
And I like when books don't have sex, no matter what. I don't care if it's gay or
romancy
straight.
stuff and like cutesy stuff, but there's no.
I'm for that. I like
physical,
cutesy stuff. I loved what's it called?
Decent. It was cute. I knew going into it, like, it was a very like predictable plot line.
No, I don't like that.
Like it wasn't anything over the top and crazy.
Okay.
But it definitely, if you liked Gentleman's Guide, you might like this, or vice versa. You might like Gentleman's Guide if you read this and liked
Gentleman's Guide to
Vice and
Vice
Vice and Virtue.
Vice and versa.
But yeah, I thought it was just good. I would give it a 3.
A 3 is a good, yeah.
I didn't hate it, but it
Jesus.
it was a bit simplistic and just kind of like cutesy. And but I went into it thinking it was going to be that, and it gave me what I thought I was going to get. So
I don't think they should
There's
give
that.
away the gay stuff on the cover.
yeah,
I think they need to keep it like a
why
little
not? I mean, some people
will
books.
literally only read books because they're gay. I get it. But like I would read it not knowing and then be like, yo, this is pretty good, dude. Like that other book that I read that I did not know.
I think you should try A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
I don't want to.
I'm interested to see if you
like it too much.
I don't love
The more
it,
you
but
like
I do think it's good.
the less I like it. Like I hate all your favorite bands, you know? Like I got to get a shirt that says I hate all your favorite bands.
It's one of those situations that, like, I didn't know if you would like Carry On by Rainbow Rowell.
Oh, loved it. Didn't love the third one though. The third one is trash.
It's
shouldn't
like,
shouldn't even be part of the
don't
series.
know
It should be retconned like the last Star Wars movie. They should just, or the second to last Star Wars movie. They should just like remake it.
Okay.
I want her to just. It's a girl, right?
Who?
Rainbow.
Rainbow Rowell, yeah. I think.
I just want her to remake it. That's it.
So I don't know if you would like it.
What?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was
Vice and
good.
Virtue or this one?
Yeah, Vice and Virtue.
I'm gonna just say.
Vice and Virtue is better than this. So
I'm
I
gonna just
think
say I
like,
don't because
if you're gonna read one, you
it
should read
seems
that
like
one.
it's just a romance book, and I don't like romance.
Not just a romance book. It's really not.
You could tell me about it later, but it looks like a romance. Like I get very romantic vibes from it, and
This
the fact
is more romantic.
the fact that you liked it,
oh come on,
that means it's 50% of romance at least.
get out.
All right, I guess I shall go next, since you want to save your favorite book for last.
That's not my favorite.
All right, then do yours, and I'll do mine last.
All right,
we'll save the best
I
for
buddy
last.
read this also. Me and T have been buddy reading a lot.
That's because nobody else on our Discord likes you.
Yeah.
Only T.
We Are Mayhem. This book is the second book. It followed, what was it?
I don't know.
Black Star Renegades.
Black Star Renegades.
I liked Black Star Renegades much better. This one, I felt like there was way less character development. I didn't care about the story as much. The story just seemed very like generic, and I don't know. It seemed less epic, and like it was just too much of like, they tried to give like a backstory, and they tried to give like a reason to care for what's going on in these characters, and it just didn't make me care. I just didn't really care that much, and it kind of bummed me out because I really enjoyed Black Star Renegades. I feel like that book, the first book, was kind of like a mini Clone Wars arc, and this one was just kind of like a more boring Clone Wars arc. I don't know.
Like the one of Jar Jar.
It just wasn't that great.
Or Leia. The Leia arcs were so boring.
Which is sad. I think I'll give it a 3.
A tree?
Yeah.
Peel that thing. You got a lot of trees.
Yeah. Isn't that like how it should be though?
Yeah, you know, you're trying to save the environment. Good joke.
Hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious. I mean, you got a lot of trees here. I mean, you kind of have the average, right? It's supposed to be like this.
I'm still waiting for a 5-star.
It's supposed to be like that. You should only have one. You shouldn't. Your thing shouldn't be skewed like mine. But I only read bangers. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm forced to read bad books. She makes me read bad books all the time.
I do. Hopefully Battle Royale is good. I hope. I forgot if we picked a book for July. I don't think so.
So I started reading randomly. It was another one of those free batch of books that I got. This one was actually one of the last ones that I started reading out of that free batch that Audible had, because it just like didn't sound good to me.
So spoilers for the TBR, but I started reading this. I haven't finished it yet. And I went into it not knowing anything.
So I'm going to rate these all as one, okay?
Because you don't remember one from the next?
No, I do, but not as well as I should. But it's still a whole story. And since I read these 4 books in the last 2 months, it's kind of one right after the other. I feel like
you really liked them because you read the first
and
one
we
or
bought
two,
some.
and we have all of them.
I really did like them. I did. And I feel like the first one, the whole like 75% of the beginning, like I didn't love. I was just like, this is pretty interesting. I think
that's kind of where I'm at.
I know. And I think after that it gets better. And then when the third book hit, I was like, I like this, dude.
Wow, dude, F-bombing.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize it. It was kind of like Steven Universe. You know, like the whole first season, I'm like, this is pretty good. I really like this. And then like the end of the first season ended, and I was just like, I'm in. I'm all in. Take my money. Taking my money.
I mean, we really did purchase a lot of these books.
Yeah. So
I think for like $5 or $6.
It's very difficult. I can't really talk about much other than the first book.
No, you should go in kind of, just know that it's like, it's technically kind of like a lit RPG, but it's different.
Yeah,
just go
it's
in
like,
knowing it's not the stereotypical like lit RPG.
It's like in the genre of like the lit RPG.
You giving them 5?
Yeah.
You're giving them all a 5? Wow.
I'm giving it the story as a whole.
I see.
A 5. Okay. I don't think that every single one was a 5, but I think like if you were to read them back to back, like one big Brandon Sanderson book, I think it would be good.
So I feel like you should keep track in June of the books you finish and what you rate in each individual one, and see. I would like to see if, as you're putting them on the board, hopefully we'll be good and actually film our wrap up on time. And I want to see like how you rate each one individually.
Out of these books.
You did like these, you read them back to back, but we also waited like weeks after you read them to film. So
yes,
it would be like impossible to know what you rated each one.
Yeah,
unless
but
you wrote it down.
I would say they're all between 4 to 5s, like all 4 of them. So like, but I think if you get invested in them, I think it makes it better. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, yeah, you can watch one movie and really enjoy it, and you can watch another one and not really enjoy it. But as a whole,
I see.
if you could really, really like the whole thing. Like, I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like one of the best things in movies right now, as a whole. You know what I mean? Like every time a new one comes out, I'm like, all right, let's find out a little bit more. You know, let's get this
gotta go
next
to the
episode.
movies. Let's
We
go.
gotta go to the movies.
Show you're bored.
Let's go watch. See, I got the upside down triangle right here, as you can see, and then a little bloop over here. But this doesn't count because technically this is supposed to be below it. You know, so it doesn't really count. But I've read some good books this year, man.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of them aren't RPGs of some kind. My Calamity Jane, that was pretty good. Contrary Mary, yep. Sorry, same series.
That's it.
And then this one wasn't very good.
But the ones you read that were good, you only read one that was not a lit RPG.
Yeah, that's above a 3. Yeah.
That's it. So.
Well, I honestly wouldn't say that this is a lit RPG.
It kind of
because
is.
it doesn't. So the game is life isn't a lit RPG in the fact that it doesn't. It's more sci-fi, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's. I mean, the general concept of the time thing. We can talk about that. And the life thing, we can talk about that without it being a spoiler.
No, we can't.
That's right at the beginning.
No, let's not.
Okay.
No spoiler. Just go into it not knowing. I mean, right now I think it's still free on Audible. Like if you have an account, so you could listen at least to book 1. But yeah,
I think like the first 3 books were free when I got it.
I can't remember.
And that's why I was like, oh, can I get the 4th one, Meek, please?
Oh yeah.
Please.
I think we ended up. They had a bunch of them.
They had
on
a sale. Yeah, they were like $5 a piece or something like that, or like $6 a piece.
I was like, okay, we'll get them.
That was worth it.
So that was April and May. So let's make a pact to actually film June's on time. And that's it. We got to do the TBR.
Let's make a pact. Pacting.
Impacting? Wait.
Compacting.
No. Okay. I'm so white compared to you.
No.
You can like see through my hand.
I'm just extra
That's
tan.
disgusting.
I'm just bronze.
I'm so gross.
So gross.
If you made it to the end of this video, put the word ruler. It could be like, I'm the ruler of this world, or it could be like, measure something with a ruler.
It could be whatever way you could fit the word ruler in there. It doesn't have to only be those 2 examples. Be creative. We'll forget what it is and what the word is. So we'll be like,
6
why
months
are
from
they
now, I'll be like,
talking
what?
about this random thing? That's so weird. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like the video if you like it. Other things, Discord, Patreon.
Battle Royale
next month.
June 26th, 2 p.m.
This month. My bad.
Yep.
Okay, say bye, Meek.
Bye, Meek.
Bye.